knock heads, try and rip each other's faces off. Then afterwards, have a beer with that fella.
That looks really good.
That's just passion, isn't it?
What is happening?
What's going on, brother?
That was a long
Good to see you,
flight,
pal.
eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
How's things?
Excellent, man.
It's good to see you, Seagate. You ready to get some tokens or what? Ready to get into it, let's go. To get off the plane and go and pick up my bags and then just to hear the chants of the supporters and the Free Jacks people behind me, it was pretty surreal. I give a lot of credit to them for turning up at 1 a.m. in the morning on a Saturday morning. I actually felt really honoured for them to be able to show their support on my return back to the Free Jacks.
So glad to have you back. Any final words here for the Rangers that'll be watching this?
Get ready for a good 6, 7, 8 weeks coming because we're in for a good one.
The top scoring team in the East, they get on the board here first. Jacks go to offload, here they come. Another good play, and they get it. Unbelievable. How's that for a finish?
The last part of the season, we've had some good wins away from home. We've had some good home games. We've had big crowds in Quincy, which has been awesome, and got a few good wins there. Put in 50 points on Nola in front of 3,500 people. That was pretty special.
One of the pinches there. New England, fabulous. Here comes Daru Milan and Balakana with a kick. Poland is well positioned. JP, off by Balakana! Get out of town! The Free Jacks are on fire! New England Free Jacks in the corner, set piece, sensational stuff. Let's try number 8 and may bring up 50 if this kick sails over.
Get it out wide. McDowell across, can he dot it down? Oh, what a move here. Opportunity for the Free Jacks. Outside has a man, and it's going to be a try for New England. For a second, Waka, the crossfield kick, has a man. Opportunity here, taken and dotted down.
Ever since kind of that mid-season mark, we just started to click, just started to get into a groove of things and play with a bit of confidence. Yeah, just all kind of gel together and work hard for each other.
Sheer power, execution of the ball. And New England in front of a packed house in Fort Quincy comes away with another victory. They have secured their Eastern Conference final and the home field advantage.
So after we clinched the Eastern final, I think it's just business as usual. I don't think anything really changed for us. Every game we want to win, and we're a really competitive bunch, so like everyone's vying for spots in the team. And everyone knows now that we have that date locked in, everyone wants to be on the pitch, everyone wants to be starting. So these last few games have just been kind of a chance to prove yourself to get the chance to play in the Eastern Conference final.
And now they're going to take it in, and their scrum half caps it off. Kieran McClay. New England draws first blood.
How about this hustle? Look at this. McDonald comes flying across, gets his hand in there. All the hype has been about Waka slapping into that 15 jersey, but McDonald right there, man, that's an MVP type play.
You've got a guy like Potros, and you've got Waka, and you've got Reece McDonald. Now you've got a triumvirate of gifted playmakers who are interchangeable, but if there's an injury, we are right. We've got 2 game drivers. So I just think that's important, and it goes back to what I've probably been saying about these couple of games, is that making sure that the squad is fully primed and fully prepared for the back end of the season.
This is McDonald. McDonald with speed. McDonald offload there. Here they come. Here goes Balakana. good ball. He plays it on. Here come the Free Jacks. Kick through. Can they get to it and get it down? McDonald! On to Patros. He pops one over the top. Balakana trying to get to it. He does. Offload. What a play! Oh, what a tremendous play! And it's Davidowitz putting it down. 8 consecutive wins for New England. They win 35-14, defeating Atlanta. Another convincing win for Scott Matthew and his side, and Reese McDonald and company. What a night they had here.
Get underway here. Thanks everyone for coming along to attend our second family energy bus. A lot of good headway's been made since the first one, the energy breakfast I believe we had a while back that some of you would have attended. A huge shift's been put in by these lads. We're sitting pretty at the top of the Eastern Conference table, but still heaps of work to do. So appreciate you guys all making it, getting around each other and sharing some good times this evening. A round of applause for the players, eh?
The culture of the team's very, very cool. And I've been around a couple of teams, and you can tell pretty quickly where the team's headed based on sort of just the vibe that you rock up into. Coming to the Free Jacks, pretty quickly then you understand that the amount of effort they put into the players off the field to make sure they're happy and having fun and enjoying themselves then translated exactly onto the field too. So the same level of effort went into both, which normally people get wrapped up and get very focused on the on-field stuff. They get very narrow-minded, but they're obviously just as easily intertwined. So the culture here is strong. It's a lot of fun on the field, it's a lot of fun off the field.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Dub for the Bucks. Cecil, the other boys, Benny Lesage, the man of the hour, Benny. Started 10th, finished 10th. The man of the hour, too sweet to be sour. On to the next.
We've got our first activity up here following the partner mini team points. We've got a staff 100-metre dash tomorrow, and there'll be 11 athletes participating in the event. So if we flick on, in your 4 mini teams, we're about to get into your 4 mini teams.
The mini team competitions are great. It's a way to get the boys around each other, and it gives a little bit of edge when it comes to the on-field and off-field. We've got a lot of mini team challenges every week, and
it's a bit like the Hunger Games almost. Everyone has their house. So like my house is the Bedford Militia. So yeah, that's my team. There's the Bucks of America, Green Mountain Boys, and the Kentish Guards. It's like unbelievably competitive. Guys get really worked up. We play loads of different games, like we played baseball, soccer the other week. We play ping pong competitions on our social days. We play all sorts of games. We do like stupid charade competitions.
Righto boys, unreal week, eh? So let's get it started off. Hissing. Mike, anything?
Yeah, mate, I've got a good idea. Why don't we do a coffee challenge where I don't have to buy anybody? That'll get the hissometer hissy! Yeah!
The coaches thought it was a good idea to kind of have a 100-metre race as something that the mini teams could kind of bet on, and there was like a point system where you could kind of be quite tactical to choose who was going to win, because some people had a head start, some people didn't.
We always try to look for content to give the boys something to be energized and excited about. And I think that the players take a lot of pleasure out of seeing management suffer or seeing management under duress. They like that, because it's always the opposite way around, isn't it? So I think TK came up with that terrible idea. I think I let a couple of teams down. Put too much on me.
DT for Joe! Back Jack for Kylan! Back Jack for Kylan!
We saw these games coming up against the West, especially travelling over to Seattle. It was a good challenge. They've always come to us. We did really want to kind of make sure that we were playing good and we were ready for the games, against some of the top teams in the West.
Yeah, no, that was good, boys. Good. There's a good feel in the group. Boys having a bit of fun. Just make sure we're dialing it in appropriately and getting ready for tomorrow.
Any team that you're a part of, you don't want to be thinking just because you've got that top spot in the Eastern Conference, that you got your home final, that you should be taking the foot off the throttle. That's definitely not how we operate. We still want to come into these games and finishing the season on a high. So I don't think anybody on our team will be coming into this game thinking, oh, we're allowed to drop one game or we can drop this next game. It's all about now building towards the big dance.
We are a fucking team that puts us under pressure because we are on like the sun on teams' faces. It doesn't go away, it just keeps burning, and you can hide it as much as you want, but it's just staying there. That's what makes us scary, is that we are consistently physical. When there's a dominant hit, the next dominant hit's coming. When there's a carry, the next carry's coming, and it's probably coming with a latch or something shit and not nice as well, at your face, the whole day. So that's all I'm talking about today, boys, is that we don't be physical. We must just, we are physical. That's it.
Cases Bodine, Waka is sublime, throws a dummy as well, Waka magic.
But once I got fullback, I was like, I thought I was through.
But he just won a scrum penalty. Quatrin leaps around and gets over. That is the first 5 in the game, inside the opening 20 minutes. And it's a forward pack with Andrew Quatrin that get the 5. Van der Bank cutting loose. He's so dangerous, is the ATM.
JP was the only one behind you, but he was a bit far.
I needed to just
I
step
thought
back
you
in.
should have just chipped and chased or grabbed it.
I'm not you, man. I just have to step.
It's a flying Waka, looking to free up Balakana for the corner. Take that, says New England. Paula Balakana now has 13 tries this season, and it's a special one against Seattle.
As the ball was going forward, the back line of New England was so shallow. They were basically flat, but they knew exactly what they were going to do. It was a planned move, and because of their timing and running off of the little depth that they had, they were able to fool the defense and set Balakana free.
But a good scoop and pick up from Joe Johnston, and then the flick to Fishley on the inside's got acres of space in front of him. Sam Fishley put a hook in him. He's done and over. New England very close, and then they finally punch it down. It's the forwards that get the hard work done, and they bounce up, and Ethan Fryer looks like he may have had the 5.
Good shit, eh? Good work, all your boys. Mitty, good run. Keep it on.
And it is New England that improved to 13-2 this season. They'll make a statement here by defeating last year's finalist Seattle. A brilliant contest from both sides.
Proud of that effort, eh? You don't come here and just get a win. Awesome shit. Some of the first 50 minutes was probably one of some of our best shit we've done this season. Beautiful carries, physicality, like that was. We just physical. We don't be physical. Sank really home yesterday. I had to drop off my missus and the little guy because they gone back home. And usually I am sweet with seeing people off. So my parents, my missus, and I have to spend 3 weeks here, 3 weeks here, I don't have a problem. There's no tears coming, there's nothing. That's not because it's just never had an issue with it. Now you add in a 90-month-old who's going, Dad, I'm like, broke me. Didn't think I would be. But I was like, no, boy, you will see me. I promise you, like in a month's time. He doesn't understand it, does he? So he's flipping, waving, and it wasn't nice, put it that way. But what was really, really cool is that once that had happened, I kind of quickly went, you know what? Okay, but tomorrow I get to come in. I get to have a coffee with Mark. I get to see you boys. What's really nice is that there's this family that's kind of developed in Boston. You know what I mean? Outside of my actual family. And there's a joy that comes from that, and there's a gratitude that comes from that. So this week, really the theme is around home is where the heart is. And our heart, yes, is with our people who are away, but our heart's also here. And I think we can really build that around this weekend. We're going to have a hissing crowd. It's going to be a record. People that are pumped to come and see us. And let's really, I think for me, it's just enjoy this week of bringing it all back home, putting it all on the go for the people that love to come and watch us connecting. We're going to have our mini team, cookouts and dinners this week. What a great week to celebrate being around our family here, this Boston family, and listening to the weekend, eh?
So Maddie's at Starbucks earlier, and she's getting her coffee, and some woman comes up to her. She's wearing her Free Jack shirt, and she goes, "Oh my God, are you going to the game? Did you get tickets?" And she goes, "Yeah, my boyfriend's on the team." Oh my God. We've been trying for weeks to get tickets. Sold out. Talk of the town.
Talk of the town, man.
We should be excited to get a first and shoulders on there, eh? Especially those guys that are around the ball. Set the tone, man. I don't want to see him break through 1 or 2 metres. I want to see a nice contact, put him back on his ass. We just fight for every metre, eh? Every time you're in that contact, making that tackle, making that carry, you're working to get that extra metre. It puts us on the front foot. We get to come up hard, square and D, all that good shit, eh? All that stuff that we talk about being physically dominant, those little things go towards it. And fucking work around the hub. It's going to be hard out there, it's muggy, it's hot, but there's a fucking hissing crowd that have paid a lot of money to come and watch us, eh? Yeah. Let's show them why they paid their money to come see the show, boys.
Yeah, come on! Let's go!
Alright.
Let's go, boys!
Jack's out 3! 1, 2, 3!
Yes! Free Jack Nation! Are we ready? No. Are we ready? All right then, let's ride!
In Quincy in a sellout crowd, and Bodine Waka's got the ball. And how about the kits that New England's going with today? Their vintage throwbacks, a sharp-looking outfit. Houston, of course, in their yellow on the road here, and they field the opening kick inside of the 22-yard line. Nason there again, trying to kick it, it's blocked! And New England's going back the other way! New England, they're going to take this the distance. In for the try goes LaRue Milan. And all the defensive work they did, they're rewarded with that. Here they come now. Good ball, some speed over the line. Balakana, the offload, beautiful ball inside. And guess who? LaRue Milan with his second try of the match. Electrifying, just like that. New England on top, 12-0. Lesage breaking through, broke a tackle. He's got Balakana outside, puts it into his hands, and he steps on the gas, and he'll take it in. 14th try of the season for Paulo Balakana. Played in by John Poland, quickly gets it out the back. Here comes New England with speed. LaRue Milan, here he goes, right up the middle of the park, and down for the hat trick. LaRue Milan is into a shot out of a cannon. 24-10 New England.
Easy as you like.
And here's a break now. Ben Lesage with it, looking for help. He's got it. Poland dives in. His 7th try of the season. And the Free Jacks continue to pour it on.
Playing in veterans is unbelievable. Like, the atmosphere is something different because the stadium's so like compact and small and everyone's right next to the pitch. When you get 3,500 plus people in there and pack it out, like, the fans are screaming, it's pretty loud. When we get a try or any big defensive sets, they really get behind us, and it's pretty unreal.
Right in, the push, heavy push indeed to the line. Anselmi's there and it's down. Wow. I mean, that was in a hurry for New England, and Conradi has his second here in the match. The New England Free Jacks win 47-24. They've won 10 in a row, and they cap off an undefeated regular season at home. The next time they'll play in front of their great fans in Quincy, 2 weeks in the Eastern Conference Final, when they'll look to advance to the championship round.
Feedback from the game, man. Second half a lot better. We're a bit patchy today. Agreed. Not our best, but we did some good things. A lot of learnings, I reckon. A lot of things we can get better at going into next week, eh? Some things that need to be celebrated, though. Best defensive team in the comp. Beat our record from last year, 14-2. And last week we were on 10 wins in a row, eh? So
Congratulations. You know, we met here after the St. Paddy's game, first home game of the season. That was a record. We're at 33-58. Happy to report to you because all the great work you guys have been doing on the field and off the field in the community. Today we are one of the highest grossing games ever in the history of MLR. And today, the top 5 ever, including playoffs, we're at 4,758.
You know, rugby's one thing, and I think for an American market who don't know the game, they're getting to learn it, and it's great, but the festivals are getting people also interested. I'm not just coming there for a rugby game, but I'm coming to have a few drinks with friends, and afterwards we're going to watch this show. But after that game ends, and like, let's say the Free Jacks have won, and everyone's on the field, and there's kids running around, and all of a sudden the band is playing, and there's such a great feeling at the venue. It's like a groundswell of this joy that has just been thrown into this little place in New England, in Quincy, and I think if you're a part of that, you definitely want to come back.
Victory by the New England Free Jacks, who crushed handily them skinny kids from Texas. Ain't that right? And we're going to sing and rock and roll for the next 90 minutes right here on this field in Quincy. So hang on to your hats.
There's something about rugby, and I don't know actually where it comes from, but it's so different to the other sports, whereby on the field, like you said, you can knock heads, try and rip each other's faces off. Then afterwards, it's completely play on to go to the other change room and have a beer with that fella. There's evidence of that across all grades of rugby, from amateur all the way up to international rugby, where the exact same ethos is represented. And until you dip out of rugby, do you actually realise how special that is and how cool that is. Because in a way, you have a level of respect for your opposition that you just can't get anywhere else in life.